Hey, Divine Feminine. TT is here with a channel message for all of you out there that are embodying the Divine Feminine energy. If you're new, welcome to Tarot Fessions with Talk Tequila. If you're returning, welcome back. Here on Tarot Fessions, we're going to be getting the energies exactly for what it is for Divine Feminine and the channel message in relations to you. Before we even get started into the message, let me just go ahead and let you know who this is for, because I just want to tell you, Divine Feminine, anyone that has let you go, it's like their loss. All right. These are for my Divine Feminine that are not settling. You know your worth. You know your beauty. You know what you bring to the table. You know the type of commitment that you are willing to offer another person. You know what you're committed to, your journey. You're committed to being that role model, that image that you're being called to do. So a lot of recognition is due. You looking good, bitch. You looking good, okay? Look at this. Step-by-step intuition to receive. So you are being guided every step along the way on what to do. I feel like Spirit is giving you all the signs, synchronicities, telling you exactly what to do, letting you know when it's a good time, when it's not a good time. When I tell you that you are receiving messages, clarity, confirmation, if Spirit says to you, don't do some shit, you ain't finna do it. If Spirit says to you, do some shit, you gonna do it. This is really like you working with your spiritual team. You working with your guides to keep moving forward. Like, you're not about to be crying over what you've lost. If you lost money, you ain't gonna cry. You're not gonna be sitting there waddling over a failed relationship, a failed job, a failed anything that has been taken from you. You feel like it was meant to be done that way, and you feel like it's a part of you moving towards your north node, and you're not going to compromise your integrity for nobody. And that's exactly what Spirit is encouraging you to do, and that is exactly where you're meant to be during this time. Okay, I already see that you're doing it ain't nothing to cut somebody off. Like, your energy is very intentional. Okay, let's just put it like that. There are things that I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune. There are things that you know are destined to happen, and you're not finna fight with the whole damn cosmic world. Like, you're not finna fight with all the whole cosmic universe. Why would you do that? So you're like, oh no. Yes, I will mourn that energy, and I will keep it moving. Period. But as far as you settling on your beliefs, you settling on what it is that the knowledge you've acquired, all the work that you put on yourself. Like, this is like you put so much work on yourself. You're in this energy where you're not settling for no soul. No matter how much you love them, you let them go with grace, with ease. Okay, for my Divine Feminines, this is you. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune, something is set in stone. There is something that has been set in stone, and your intuition, you got the confirmation that you needed, and you're like, I'm no longer giving to that. That's a wrap. I'm no longer giving to false people. I'm no longer waiting around for people to choose me. I'm no longer sitting here trying to help someone develop themselves and mother them, father them, or give them all types of encouragement, like, come on, you can do it. You're like, nah, let's let them continue learning their lessons, and let them continue growing with somebody else that is going to prepare them for whoever they're meant to be with. Some of y'all are really, like, Spirit is saying, these connections are being written out of your contract. You're growing at a rapid rate. Like, you're evolving so fast. You're getting in and you're getting out. Like, in with the new and out with the old, like, quickly. Like, you're turning over these lessons, like, flip the page, next page. You're a fast reader, okay? Some of us said you're a fast reader, and this journey has not been easy. You've had bad days. You've lost family. You've lost friends. You've lost relationships. You lost connections. Some of you lost them. You've been trapped before. You've gotten out of the situation. You've literally set yourself free. Yes, there are people that are mentally trapped in their head over you, but you're like, they got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. And matter of fact, you catching the next flight, the next train, and you going about your business. There is no maybe anymore. I feel like if there was ever a maybe, that opportunity was long gone. That the opportunity is gone, and it has something to do because you know that they're still dealing with karmic relationships. You know that they're still trying to figure out who they are, and you are not mad about it. I don't feel like you are. You're just like, I'm just gonna keep going down this road. I'm hearing Wizard of Oz. You got to get on down this road. So your steps have been ordered with court here. Like spirit done hit the gavel and said it's time for you to go. It's time for you to release. It's time for you to grow again. And you like duly noted, respectfully, and you out. Look at that Judgment. Come on now, Divine Feminine. This is like Judgment, the King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, Spirit is saying we found someone else for you. Someone more mature. Someone that's going to take initiative. Someone that's going to do exactly what they need to do to be ready for this. Like you have like this top tier type of love. You have this tier type of energy that you bring wherever you go. All right. And the contract has been rewritten. You see that contract it's like Spirit, the cosmos, the universe, source has reviewed the contract between those lessons, and they have determined that you have outgrown these people. You have outgrown these romantic partners or interests that you once wanted. Okay. So you've been putting like one foot in front of the other. Whatever spirit is guiding you towards, that's where you're going. And you've been discerning, deciphering, and it's like, if someone told you, oh, just be happy with having a piece of the world, you was like, no, I want everything. I want my whole birthright. I don't want to have pieces of my birthright and I'm exerting it out into all these other romantic options or family or friends. I want it all for myself. The season of me exerting all of my helping this person over here, being overly given over there, mothering everyone, nurturing everyone is over. So yeah, what's gonna naturally happen is they're gonna go through those seasons of grief, right? Where they have to mourn the loss of you, as with anything that is not on your level, right? Because when you have something and you're aware of what you have, you don't have to mourn it anymore. You don't have to lose it. You don't have to worry about if you're ever gonna lose it, because you know you're putting in the everyday intentional work to have it, to appreciate it, and that's why it's like. These other energies they wanted to possess you. They wanted you to belong to them. They wanted you to be on reserve for them, but they were not interested in actually putting forth the consistent effort ever in that state of mind, in that state of consciousness. It was like, if I can get Divine Feminine to fall in love with the facade of the potential or the facade of who I say I am, then I'm doing good. I'm in a good space. But you was like, nah. None of these energies really understood the capacity of how they were playing with their food. Okay. So when Spirit told you to let you, that nothing was going to come of this situation, you gracefully bowed out. So yeah. You have every right to change your mind. You're being aligned to something totally different. Totally different. And matter of fact, you're changing as we speak from the person that you used to be. You're recreating yourself. You're rebranding yourself already. Okay? Some of y'all are artists, okay? Beauticians, mothers. Some of you are recovering from loss. Whether that's loss of a marriage, loss of a relationship, loss of a child, loss of a job, like a lot of shit. And it's like you're still overcoming those obstacles. You're still persevering over what could potentially take you out the game. This is like you being a trailblazer. So your spiritual team is saying they won't let you settle. All right? They won't let you, oh, it's who you know to get a seat at the table. No, you're not going to make no deals with nobody. You're not going to sit there and compromise your integrity. This is you literally saying, I don't need a record label contract deal. I can literally, this is like God's going to provide for me. And I feel like all of these possessive energies forgot that you never belonged to them to begin with. You belong to God. And they were trying to get to you and bypass ever having a relationship with God and just skip that part and go straight to the good part. And using you to do it, trying to use you to do it, to if I can just align to divine feminine, I can make my life easier. This is the easier choice. This is the easier way to go about it. I don't got to do the spiritual work. You know, I don't really have to commit. I don't really have to commit or submit to God. God, where? And so God said, respectfully, that's your choice. And you don't get to have this pearl. You don't get to have this rare flower. You don't get to have this rare rose. That's the type of shit I see here. You don't get to be in the square. The doors are closed for these divine. Listen, you're finna be so focused on something else, the Eight of Cups, that the things that you walked away from, the version of yourself that you left behind, that scorned version, waiting around for someone to get their shit together, you're automatically knowing the exact reason why, all right? And Spirit's about to confirm it for you in a minute. In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental to pump me up. Feeling fusty, walking in my Balenciaga. Oh, you put a nail in the coffin. You put a nail in the coffin. I know it wasn't easy, divine feminine, but there's something that you did. There was some type of connection that you had to mourn, and you had to really like reconcile and let go of, to be completely done, and let that facade of what you believe, that person, the potential you saw in that, those people, your family, your friends, and your relationships, and you had to literally, it was like you were standing on the ledge. And then, you ever saw the movie The Good Son? You had, on one hand you had your nephew, or you know, one person, on the other hand you had another person, and you had to ask yourself which one to save. And I feel like you just let both drop and you chose yourself. And a lot of people may be giving you some slack about it, like that was selfish, you know what I'm saying? You may get a lot of pushback, and people telling you, oh, you're being mean, or oh, you feel like your family's saying, oh, now that you have a different life, you feeling some type of way, now you doing this, you don't check for nobody no more. Those were contracts intentionally in your life to hurt you, divine feminine, and those contracts were strategically placed there to help prepare you and ascend you at this rapid rate that you're currently ascending at. Respectfully, they were there to change your mind. They were there to change your perspective around love, relationships. They served as very past life karmic, some way, somehow. These are past life karmic relationships, family, friends, romantic partners that were always in your life to teach you something, but not meant, they weren't able to go to the promised land with you. So you're experiencing what I would call your journey towards your promised land. Look at that. Spirit said period.com. Hold your head up. Keep your head up. Things are going to get easier. Yeah, a lot of these energies were always going to remain asleep in a sleep state of mind. But it's their karma to sit on the sidelines and watch you. It's a part of their karma to watch you. It's in their contract for them to sit there and be in regret about the work that they didn't do and how they lost the best thing they could have ever had. They're meant to be that person sitting on the couch, on the porch, having a conversation about how they let their sabotaging way trick them out of their own blessing. And they're going to come back next lifetime and next lifetime and next lifetime. We learn the same lesson. But a lot of you, divine feminine, you're not going to be incarnating here no more. And for some of you, they're under this impression that, oh, I'll catch them next lifetime. But they don't even know that you done learned so much lessons, you ain't coming back. They're going to be stuck learning a lesson with another one. And it ain't going to be you. Be very miserable. Because whether they heal this lifetime and the next lifetime, you just won't be someone to play with, because it's like you're ascending to a master level of consciousness. So you won't even be playing in their same school. Like you won't even be in their grade level, on a soul level. You'll be in a different category. And it's all because you did the spiritual work. See, what they thought was they could just sneak in and ride your coattail and ascend with you. But you don't give access to that ascension or that level of consciousness. So when they were standing to the door like, oh yeah, that's divine feminine, that's my homie, Anubis closed the door and was like, no, and sent their ass back to their grade level. So your access has been granted and theirs has been denied, and it's the consciousness level. So they're not sitting in those spiritual meetings. They're not a part of the next mission or the next plan. You will have someone that you're paired with that is on your level, in your grade level. You can't be a freshman trying to hang with the seniors. Like, that just don't make, where they do that at? The whole matrix doesn't even reflect that. So what would possess them to think that they were going to be able to say cheese and get their picture taken and go to school with you? So they're going to be real mad. So now they're finna try to come in real fast and apologize. And Spirit is saying no. The doors are closed to all these energies. Lights out. My candle just went out. Because they have to ascend themselves. They have to ascend. And some of you, divine feminine, they're not meant to ascend until they reconcile with their childhood, their inner child. They're not meant to ascend until they really got to go back and forgive their parents. They got to go back and forgive the people in their childhood, just like you had to go back and forgive the people in your childhood. This is their journey, their soul searching process, and they're procrastinating. They don't want to do the work. They feel like, oh, I got to be there for my family. I still got people to do. People rely on me. They're in their ego. So their subconscious mind is fucked. They can't even see how these attachments in their subconscious mind is in control over them, but they feel like they're in control over their ego, but their ego is in control over them. So what happens in any situation? Whatever you overindulge in, you become consumed by. Oh yeah. Damn. Divine feminine, like I said, a lot of y'all are not even going to reincarnate. Some of y'all may not even reincarnate on this dimension anymore. It's like you're going to be like a different type of being. And only, like, if you think that you are on the same consciousness level, right? Then it's like, why would Christ come and guide you? You know what I'm saying? Christ ascended. He's an ascended master. His choices to sacrifice was to leave those keys and those tools behind for mankind or to ascend in that consciousness level. But that does not mean that Christ is over there frolicking with the Judas that he left behind. No, Judas is there, stuck on his consciousness level, in his realm, in his lane, and in his dimension, learning from his experiences just like the rest of the world. He is not getting a special position, because that's my homie. No. But you get to be set free from this consciousness level, which is, better than anything this dimension has to offer you. But these energies they're still wishing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I play nice, they're still in mischief energy. They're still in low vibrational energy. They're still in arrogance. They're still trying to use people. They're still trying to get ahead quickly. They're still being stubborn. All these tower moments, to sit around divine feminine, you would have been old, gray, and unaccomplished if you was to sit around waiting for these energies to grow up. No, you can love them from above. Yeah, and they can stay in a dimension, because that's all that's gonna come of it. They're gonna be stuck in. So I feel like it's like, for the love of money, for the love of sex, for the love of fame, for the love of their reputation, for the love of all these different things, then they would do anything. Lie, steal, cheat, kill, and you're just not on that level no more. Look at that, you've matured. And they stuck in bad health. All right, learning harsh lessons, karma, poverty, dealing with someone probably trapped to a connection in some way, somehow. They hate the person that they with every day. They in these karmic relationships. They're a slave to their job. They're a slave to their money. They still in the rat race, and they uncomfortable. And they look at you and they feel like they could have had it had they been with you, but no, they could have had it had they done the work in order to be worthy for you. See, they thought that you had to prove your worth, but all along they had to prove their worth to even breathe the air that you inhale. This is just like, you're not finna sit up in hell with these people, with these energies. Hell no. That just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Mutual feelings. Joy, stability. And then we have unexpected power couple. Yeah, you are getting a soulmate that you would create a family with. You are getting a soulmate that is like a powerful dynamic. Okay, y'all are both equally independent, both equally strong in your own right. Okay, so yeah, people that's gonna want to come back and oh, I miss you, I love you, I still want to be with you. The reunited card is in reverse. It's in reverse. They ain't on your level. They didn't do the work, and so they don't graduate. This is at the end of the year when everybody gets their grades, and you get to determine if you get to walk across the stage and graduate to the next level, the next grade level. None of these people graduated. So you in a class all by yourself with people on your same level. People that earned what, magna cum laude or something. That's what I see here. Let's get your fortune. This is very specific. Like, spirit is not playing with y'all. Spirit is not playing with y'all. Your steps have been guided. You've been given your assignment. All right, you got a whole new assignment. You got a whole new grade. You going to a whole nother school. You won't even be in the same building with these people. Wow, the sun. I'm telling you, this is coming directly from the Most High. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Wow. Look at that. You got the key, Divine Feminine. You have the key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So you ready to let go of the past? All the luck and prosperity that's about to find you. Woo. Luck and love. Oh, wow. It's a new day. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of life. Birth. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. Yes, heavy is the head that wears the crown, Divine Feminine, but you did it. You doing it. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. Look at that. A direct message from the Most High. Owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. You're in a period of transition and you're about to be celebrating for taking this leap of faith. Divine Feminine, I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Toodles.